Hi guys, welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the scams that you might face while finding a student dorm in Berlin, Germany specifically. Some of the scams that I have faced. It's not my experience also, as I have said previously in the previous videos, that I have run a quick survey with my one of so many of my friends and colleagues and other people, and also talk to some of the seniors with my personal experience. And one of my friend, she got scammed really badly. Based on all those experiences, I have created a kind of a list, or like a probable signs that can identify that this could be a scam. And I'm not gonna give you some detailed stories. If you want some detailed stories, you can check out to other videos. This video is specifically about those signs, how to identify those signs. So here, my name is Atul Bharti and I live in Berlin, Germany as an Indian student. And if you want to make your life easier or live your Berlin life with me, you should subscribe. Let's start the video. So the first first sign of those scams would be your personal vibe. I would never say that if you are having like even 1% of doubt before paying any kind of upfront money, you should not ignore that 1% of sign. You should always check that why this 1% of vibe or like a negative vibe is actually coming. This is like a general advice. But going forward with that, the very first advice I have written in all my notes, that the first very sign is payment before viewing. Like payment, asking for the payment. If the person or the landowner or whoever the consultant is actually asking for payment before showing you anything, just based on the picture, like a token money or something like that. If they are asking based on some pictures, then probably it's not a good sign, because anyone can get pictures from somewhere else. Even if the smallest amount of money, you should not pay just based on the pictures. You should always ask for a in live video call. And I would go and tell you that you should also not believe on the video call. If you have someone in Berlin, Germany, maybe your senior or anyone you know, you should ask them to go and do a physical verification that if the apartment actually exists or not, if the letterbox actually exists or not. Can you do an Anmeldung or not? Anmeldung is a kind of a city registration here. And all those things, when you verify 100%, then only you should pay. The second is untraceable payment method. There are a lot of payment method, and there are many payment method which are not traceable at all. For example, payment via Western Union. I am not personally saying that the Western Union company is actually bad. I have nothing against them. But the thing is that with talking to a lot of seniors and all, they have said that Western Union actually have no payment tracing system. So once you pay, your money actually completely gone. So I would not suggest you to pay through a Western Union. Instead, do a bank transfer, do a transfer with your card, or do any such online transfer mechanism where the transfer actually happens within a course of time. For example, 48 hours or something. Flywire is the very good money transfer system, where the transfer actually happen within a course of time, so that in between you have the option to overturn the transfer, or cancel the transaction with some certain amount of fee. This is my second advice. The third is authenticate the person. This is my personal experience also. When I was trying to find some kind of apartment while I was in India back last year, I almost found and finalized one apartment for a 500 euros. And then when I started paying all those things, I was also doing a mistake. I didn't ask my seniors to do a physical visit. When I started paying, got ready to pay all those things, the details which I had received from some another person, and I was talking to a different person. And when I asked about that, why this so much difference, who is going to be my owner, who will be signing the contract or all, they are starting to do delays and starting to create an urgency. So my next topic is, do not believe on fake urgency. Like if you pay, you have to pay within 48 hours or like 24 hours, or if you do not pay, the apartment will be gone or something like that. Until unless you are 100% satisfied, until unless you have 100% done the video call, physical verification, checked all other things which I am going to list out here, You should not pay. Do not believe in fake urgency. It's better to not get an apartment rather than getting conned. So do not believe in fake urgency. The next point will be too good to be true. Oh, I have seen this personally. When I was looking for an apartment, there is this website called Housing on Anywhere. The website is kind of authentic. I'm not saying the website is wrong, but I had seen one specific listing where 150 euros for a single apartment in a four other living people in Berlin Mitte. Mitte is like the center of the Berlin, and you do not find apartments in 150 euros. It will be around minimum 600 euros in Mitte. And I was almost ready because it was like 20 minutes from my school. And before paying, I just randomly talked to my seniors, and they were like, "No, this can't be true. Do a physical verification or ask for a video call." And when I asked for a video call, the respondent actually stopped replying and all. So you can understand. The next, I talked about the artificial and in urgency. The next is owner lives abroad. So this happened with one of my friend. She talked to the owner. Owner did the video call verification, and she kind of agreed, which shouldn't have to. She agreed on that, and then she paid. And when she reached here to check the apartment, the owner was not there. Owner was in some vacation and somewhere living in a different area or maybe different country, and they were communicating over WhatsApp. And she got scammed very big because the apartment she had seen on video call was different than apartment. She received an address which was literally in the basement. I have done a full interview with her. You can check, I'll attach it. The last two, vague listing and copy pasting. This I have already talked. Do not believe in pictures. Vague listing, for example, finding some random pictures online or something like that. Or the last one is also kind of similar. New or empty looking profiles. Like for example, when for a trip we were about to book a Airbnb which was like newly listed. It was an attractive less than 100 euros Airbnb, and when we found the details, the owner actually never hosted anyone. So we were kind of not very completely trusted on this listing, and that's why we did not book all this thing. So these are the list, and you should specifically focus on that. And be with me in the next video. I will tell you a list of how to find or how to authenticate all those things, how to manage, and what are the positive signs that actually shows that it's a good apartment. This is Atul Bharti, making your life easier in Germany. Thank you so much. See you next video. If you like my video, subscribe and support me. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good night.